This guy Jermaine, he seemed like he was. Oh my god! I ran into the right guy. Okay, on to something. I keep on talking about this aspect of loneliness. You know, like it's just hard to feel really connected. And you can see Jermaine. I'm taking a ride over to the lot, and my driver is
Jermaine Williams.
Jermaine Williams
From Atlanta, Georgia.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Writer, producer, director, and actor, filmmaker, theater.
Oh my God.
Things are great right now. Every day's a good day. Like I told you earlier, no bad days, only bad moments.
That's right.
I've had my share of bad moments and bad days, actually.
We got 10 minutes. Tell me about all your...
Well, I'll start with how I actually came here. Approximately 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, I found out through a phone call that two of my boys, two sons in Atlanta, Georgia, were illegally adopted by their mom's husband, and it was done 4 years prior to me finding out.
Right.
So after finding out, and me and my wife at the time spent thousands of dollars on a lawyer.
Oh wow. Okay.
Just to go to court 9 months later.
Right.
To find out that there's nothing the judge could do or the courts could do to overturn it.
That's what you pay lawyers to do. Tell you that there's nothing they can do.
There's nothing they can do because of a 6-month statute of limitation in the state of Georgia. On overturning adoptions, whether you know about it or not, and whether it was fraudulent.
Got it.
So basically, the guy got away with stealing my boys.
That's terrible.
Yes. So like any caring father or parent, I went through a phase where I wanted to do some ungodly things to some people.
I see.
Because of it. And
some pain.
You know, hurt people. So I wanted to hurt them, just to be honest. So it got pretty bad to the point to where my wife at the time, who's in Orlando, Florida, we owned co-owned 3 nail salons in Florida. I had a hemp farm. We had been married for about 10 years, been together about 12 years.
Right.
She sent me out here to Oakland to heal.
Right.
Because that same year I lost my best friend of 32 years to colon cancer. A couple of months after that, my lifelong mentor and high school basketball coach died from cancer. So I'm going through a string of depression, and I come out here, everything was pretty cool. 6 months into my stay,
right,
the day after Father's Day, June 17th, I call home, and when I call home, the wife, and I quote, states that she was tired of the responsibility of being a wife and wanted a divorce. I haven't seen my home or kids.
No easy breaks.
Yep. Okay. So that's why I'm in Cali. I've been here now 3.5 years.
Right.
It was supposed to be a 6-month stay, and turned out that I live here now.
What would you say is the hardest thing to adapt to from being from the South to being on the West Coast?
For most people, they would say the cost of living.
Oh,
but I came from humble beginnings, so I know how to live within my means.
Got it.
So that's not so much it. I think for me, just being out here by myself.
You know what? You're onto something here. I was born out here, and I still feel like I'm always by myself.
I just feel like I'm by myself. I have no family here. Well, you know, so it was my first time in Cali when I moved here.
Right.
And I can adapt anywhere, so that's kind of a question I can't answer. I've lived in so many different places in the U.S., and I just feel like if it's one thing that a man should be able to do is adapt to his situations.
That's a strong philosophy. I like that.
I haven't had any problem adapting, and again, I think my humble beginnings helps with that.
Self-reliance.
And you got to humble yourself. I mean, I'm talking about in Florida, we had it's like a 5,000 square foot home, just acre land, private pond, $535K.
Correct.
Out here,
I'll get you a shack.
You can't get nothing for $500K. You can't buy a house for $500K, especially not 5,000 square feet.
That's true.
But coming up, I came up from nothing, where we shared beds. You know, the walls were brick. You couldn't put pictures on the wall.
I like that. That's a strong picture.
So it helps me, I guess, sort of like dumb down my living.
I get it. Everybody has to eat some humble pie out here. The cost of living is just so high, you know? It's not just you, it's everyone. Like, oh my goodness.
Somebody's going to jail.
6 cops and blocking off the road.
He must try to run. So, going through all of that, I did 2 years counseling, therapy, a lot of praying, and believe it or not, after going through all I've gone through, now I'm happier than I've ever been.
I
realized that.
Reborn.
Well, I realized that I wasn't so much happy when I had all those things. Like we
Nobody
had
is.
2 homes, 4 vehicles. The hardest decision I had to make in most of my adult life was which car to drive. Just being honest. So, but when I look back, I was fortunate. I wasn't happy.
Correct.
And there's a difference. I'm less fortunate now, but I'm the happiest I've ever been. And there's one thing that I've gained over these last 30
And what is it? What is it? This is the key
Peace.
moment. Peace.
I finally have peace. I'm at peace with my situation. I'm at peace with where I'm at in life. I enjoy the simple things in life. I stargaze now. I go bird watching.
Right.
I came to grips with my complexity.
Correct.
And now I enjoy and appreciate and embrace simplicity.
I think you've reached perhaps wisdom in this sense, right? You're intrinsically motivated instead of extrinsically motivated.
Right.
I get it. May I ask you how old you are?
I'm 45. I'll be 46.
You know, this happened to me in my 40s too.
Oh, really?
So instead of chasing the external rewards, you start actually realizing it just never. Those are set up so that you keep on chasing that carrot. But when you can enjoy the simple things, when you realize that no matter how wealthy you are, people enjoy the simple things. I'll give you a funny anecdote. I went to this 5-star resort one day, and they had a all-you-can-eat buffet for lobster, king crab, whatever, all this stuff, right? We went there specifically because they had a discount, and then we were indulging. My wife and I, we ate everything. But there was this really elegant couple, and they looked like wealthy. They just had toast, orange juice, and
that simplicity is.
They were happy. They ignored all the fancy shit. Right? I was like, we piled our plates. And they were like, I was like, why are you not getting the most out of this month?
But I want to share something with you before you get out.
Sure.
In case there's anybody else going through this or have gone through this and they're trying to figure out how can I get there. You will never get to this point until you realize that you are the root. Yes.
That's
the whole key. You
Correct.
Understand that no matter if somebody wronged you,
right,
wrong, or indifferent,
right,
you're the root of the problem, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your well-being.
Correct.
So if anything happened to me, it's my fault. I put myself in that position.
That is correct.
So once I realized that, it's
so empowering, right?
Fault,
it's so empowering.
And that's when you can help yourself.
That's right. That's right.
You know what? I'm pretty screwed up. I need some things. Because bad things don't happen to you over and over and over for a reason, unless you have some type of negative or bad energy somewhere.
That is correct. That is correct.
Now I have no negative energy. I speak life and light into everybody that comes into me.
And I felt it right away when I got in your car.
That's how we get through this life, man.
For sure.
No bad days, only bad moments.
I love it. What a story, man. You are a producer. Your name again?
Jermaine
Williams. Okay. I can see a lot of good things happening in your future.
Thank you very much.
I'll post this up. We'll try to get you famous.
Hey, as a matter of fact, Shut Up and Act Productions. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up on
For sure.
Google.
For sure. Thank you, Jermaine. You have a good day.
You too.
Wow, what an inspiration. I never would have thought that somebody could give me 10 minutes of wisdom on just a ride up from my apartment. That was spiritually uplifting. I feel transformed. Did not expect that at all. You see, that's also kind of embedded in this ongoing problem that I keep on talking about. It's not just me. I mean, this guy Jermaine, he seemed like he was onto something. I keep on talking about this aspect of loneliness, Like, it's just hard to feel really connected. And you can see Jermaine, he's a positive guy. The first thing he said to me, there's no bad days, there's only bad moments, right? And even a guy like that can feel a little bit disconnected. So, it just goes to show how unusual life is here. Let's go across the street, try to do the right thing here and hit that button. Wait. See, nobody talks to you. Machines talk to you now. I think there's a lot to be said. I think there's a lot to learn. I think people should, they should be a little bit more forgiving.